Well, hello, my love Sagittarius. I hope you're doing really well. It is CJ here. Welcome to my channel. If you're new, welcome back, of course. What's been going on? How's life been treating you? I hope really well. It's interesting right now, as soon as I hit record, my studio is echoey and nothing's changed in here, so I don't know what that is about. Very interesting energy. All right, so Saggy, this is a general reading and timeless. So if you're new, what that means is general, meaning it's not a one-to-one. It may not resonate with you, all right? And second of all, timeless. Whenever you come to the reading, there might be some special message in it for you specifically. If you'd like a private reading, all that information is down below. And give me a couple of days to get back to you, and we will hook something up. What's the other thing? It's so strange. It's just, hold on a second, Sag. I'm just kind of looking around going, what is this? All of a sudden, it's just very echoey. I wonder if you can hear it in the camera or in the recording. I guess we'll see. Okay, that's just something new. All right, Sag, I didn't really get anything when I was meditating on your energy. My guides didn't really give me anything that I was able to pick up on. The only thing that they gave me was an image of a daisy, a flower, right? I haven't really seen daisies for a little while. I don't know what the relevance of that is, other than the only thing that came to my mind, you know, the little daisies that you see growing in the wild, like in the fields, is what I'm imagining what they're saying. And the only thing that came to my mind is when I was like a child, we used to play this game of like, does he love me, does he not? Like, you know, and pull a, how was it? It was like we'd pull a petal off and be like, I hope this is making sense. Like, love me, or yes or no, yes or no, yes or no. And whatever petal was left, it would either be a yes or a no. So I don't know what this is about. Maybe your name is Daisy. Maybe Daisy means something to you. I don't know, but I have to give you the message because my guides gave it to me, right? Okay, so Sag, we're going to get into this. I don't know what that has to do with anything. Maybe nothing. Maybe that means something to you, and it's a message that Spirit is giving to me to give to you, all right? But I'm going to leave it there. If it makes sense, drop me a comment. I'd love to know. Okay, Sag, let's get into your reading. I'm going to open up with my secret language of color. This is a deck, if you're new, and I have to say it, Sag, because we have new family members coming here every day, which is wonderful, and I'm full of gratitude for you and them. But, you know, I just need to explain it. So this is a color deck. Each color has a different vibration. If you're into meditation or, you know, any of that kind of law of attraction, focusing, etc., you can use this color to actually just focus on it, and whatever message comes out, you can actually use that message in vibration and in partnership with the color to bring this energy into your life, if you want to, right? Not everyone wants to. So that's how this deck works. So let's get right into it, see what Spirit has for you. Still a little echoey in here. This is just a strange thing. I've done nothing different. Must mean something, but I don't know what it is. Okay, wow. Bottom of the deck, Sag, we have gold, attract abundance. Number 21. There's that beautiful 3 that I always talk about. You know, 3s are about you becoming in alignment with who you are, what you stand for, what you want, right? Your body, your mind, your soul, all coming into this beautiful line of, you know, integrity, but also, like, again, the alignment thing. Now, this being on the bottom, pretty powerful message to start off with. It is saying that you are in the position to attract abundance. So abundance, what does that mean? It's going to be different for each of us, right? We're all on different timelines. Could be money, could be love, it could be wonderful health. You know what I mean? All of those things. But look at the color. Look at how piercing that is. Beautiful, positive energy coming through. Okay, let's see what's going to come out. Maybe you're winning the lottery or something, Sag. I don't know. Okay, all right, Spirit. Show me clearly for Sagittarius, for those that this is their reading. Deck is feeling a little weird. Okay. What do you have for Sagittarius? Spirit, what would you like Saggy to know? Okay, deck is really being weird. Okay. We've got red, free yourself from pain. And then we have turquoise, awaken your empathy on the bottom, number 34, okay? And then we have cherry next, which is all about living an extraordinary life, right? You know, the beautiful cherries. Yes, they have pits, but they are nice and juicy and yummy. All right, Sag, we got the red card. I think you guys had this a few weeks ago, if my memory serves me correct. Maybe I'm wrong. Free yourself from pain, number 2. So this is a choice. 2s are about partnerships for me as well as choices. But It is about, okay, maybe this is connecting to the daisy, because they just gave me the image of the daisy again in my mind's eye. Okay, so this is the energy of letting go of things that have held you back, things that have hurt you, things that might still be keeping you feeling stuck. It is about working on that. And I know it's not easy, but the more you can kind of release yourself out of anything that has been painful, that has been harmful, that maybe has scarred you, you can do that. You can do that. And so they're saying here, if you have red, and that's a really pretty easy color to have around yourself to work with, whether it's, you know, a t-shirt or candle, even a card that just is red, you can focus on this and really meditate into it and picture your pain, what has held you back, what hurts you, however big, however small, and picture a stream of light coming from your heart all the way into the red, and just imagining the pain being released from you and going into the red, or in this case, into the flower. So pretty strong energy here. It is a choice though, right? Because twos are that choice. Now, you know, some of you might not be ready for that at this time. We'll see what comes out here. But again, even with that gold card, the abundance, it's almost like this message coming through of, you know, if you can release things that have perhaps damaged you or, you know, scarred you, as I said, if you can allow yourself to work through that and come to a place where you know that you are in control of your life, you can make every decision that you need to make, and holding on to that, coming to that recognition that it might be getting in the way of attracting abundance, releasing it is going to kind of clear the whole slate, you know, the chalkboard being cleansed, so that you can start to rebuild where you want to go. Okay, then we have turquoise, which is awaken your empathy. It's number 34, that is 7, right? So 7s for me are about contemplative energy. Are you, like, it's really thinking things through, right? Now, awaken your empathy. Again, I feel like you guys had this card not that long ago, but again, it might not have been you. This is really, it's interesting because I've given me quite a bit here. Still a little echoey in here too, Saggy. So maybe that means to want something to one of you out there. This is almost feeling like free yourself from pain and awaken your empathy. You know, empathy is an interesting, what do I call this? A feeling. It's an interesting way of expressing ourselves. Sometimes though, when we've been really in a lot of pain or we've gone through a lot of hardship, it can be very difficult then to show empathy, not only to others, but to ourselves, because we can put walls around us, right? We can really build a brick wall around us so that we're not allowing ourselves to be sensitive or not allowing ourselves to be soft, right? In fear of being hurt. So they are saying this is going to be a time to really be working on, I mean, did you guys get these two cards once before? I do not know, but listen, I do not believe in coincidences. So for some reason, I'm just almost feeling like I've seen these two cards together before. The message here is releasing, removing, and releasing to move on, and then allow yourself to be, to get to a place where you're actually open and willing to receive. Now, if we go back to that daisy, I know I'm kind of going everywhere, and it's a really strange feeling I've got right now in this room, even within myself. I almost feel sleepy right now, and I was fine before I hit the record button. So it's almost like I'm getting this feeling of energy being exhausted, being kind of exhausted here. Let me show you these cards. I feel something so strongly with these two cards coming in here. So the daisy, okay, they're bringing me back to the daisy. You know, again, is that feeling of like, you know, that love me, you know, love me not. Thank you. They just gave it to me clearly like that. I couldn't remember it. Love me not. Love me not. As you pull the petals off. I don't get this completely, Sag. But there's something here about it. Okay, I'm gonna push this aside. Let's continue. Let's go into my divine animal deck and see what wants to come into this. Okay, we have happiness on the bottom. This is beautiful. It's dolphin. It's number 42. That is a 6. 6s for me are about a beautiful equal exchange. Something that's very balanced. Even if you think about the scales being balanced. dolphins are beautiful mammals too, right? They are loving and they're playful, and they are very much protective over their family members. You probably have seen videos where dolphins are protecting a dog or protecting a person from shark. I mean, they're amazing, 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 beautiful souls. There's happiness wanting to come in here. Again, I feel like something is about releasing this. If you look, there's a woman, a mermaid is what it looks like. Her belly is pregnant, indicating here that there's a cycle closing out and a new cycle about to open. You know, one way of living changing to a new way of living, something being birthed here. So it's almost like, oh my goodness, Sag, I mean, this is a pretty deep reading. Let me show it to you. So it is about happiness. Happiness coming towards you, feeling more happier, more joy in your life. But there's a release that has to happen here. Sag is even followed by the butterfly. And if you're new here, sometimes we can talk a long time about what's on the bottom of the deck, because my guides communicate often with me with what cards on the deck. It's followed by the butterfly, Sag, and this is the soul. So it's a very deep reading as far as at this moment it's feeling like life-changing. It's feeling like perhaps some of you are in like that dark night of the soul, as others and people talk about, where you don't see the light. It just feels like you've been going down this dark tunnel forever, and not being able to kind of, you know, turn the light on or see the light in front of you, but it is there. There's something here that Spirit is asking you to let go of. You know, the butterfly is number 28. That is a 10 when you add it up, so that's a 1, right? And in the traditional tarot, it is the magician. Again, indicating here that they are guiding you to release, so that your life then, your day, your week, your month, the rest of your life, whatever it is, so that you're not being, because I'm getting this feeling of heaviness, exhaustion and heaviness, as if you've been carrying, as if there's been like bricks, like literally bricks tied around you, and that everywhere you go, whether it's to the bathroom, to your work, to go check the mail, you're dragging this heavy weight with you, and it is becoming beyond exhausting. And I feel they're asking you, Sag, to let this go now, that it is no longer is going to do anything positive for you. In fact, releasing it is going to allow so much room to come towards you that you can fill up with that beautiful, beautiful abundance. Okay, and we know that butterflies, for myself, represent transformation. Followed by the tarantula, which is your connections. Perhaps it is about releasing this so that you can make better, newer connections. Because tarantula is number 13, which is a 4, that is about bringing in stableness into your life. Okay, I'm trying to get something off this, the tarantula here. It's something to do about the webs, but it's about how bear with me here, it's like how every one of us, how we interconnect. Whether we physically know each other, don't physically know each other, we are all part of one. This is a big message that they're trying to get me to relay, and it's not so easy because the energy is quite strong. We're all connected on some way, and awakening your empathy. It almost feels like in that way that, you know, no one is perfect here. We all make mistakes. Sometimes we can make really cruel mistakes. And if we can focus on forgiveness, this is an interesting message. Forgiveness, but not for the other people, but for yourself, so that you're lighter. We have the chameleon next, which is about change. Sag, I'm telling you here, this is a big reading. Because again, they are saying there's a change happening. It's to do with your soul. You're going to find happiness. There's going to be happiness. There's going to be peace. You even have the peacock next, which is about prosperity. But there is things to work through here. Okay, they want me to go one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, normally I won't go much more than 6. The horse. Freedom. So this is a strong message for those of you that this is your reading, right? Like I said, it's not going to be for everyone. But it's almost like I'm almost speechless here because the energy is so strong. I'm just hearing someone say, like, but how do you release? How do you move from the pain, move on from the pain? It's not easy, and I don't have all the exact right tools to say, but I can honestly say it starts with looking at yourself and actually honoring yourself and realizing and telling yourself, and I just heard even convincing, so some of you might need to convince yourself that you're so beautiful and worthy, that what has been done to you had nothing to do with you, even though it was done to you. I know it's a very strange concept that Spirit is giving me here, but it actually had nothing to do with you. It's about the other person and what they have to learn, this karmatic lesson. So you holding on to the pain that has been caused in your life, however big, however small, as I'm saying, it only is hindering your growth and your expansion. And it is also only holding you back from your prosperity and your freedom. Okay? All right, Sag, this is a really interesting read, but know that they want you to have happiness and they want you to have all this abundance. But we've got to start here. I swear I've seen these cards together. It's just the wildest vibe for me right now. I'm channeling, right? So, okay. All right, Spirit. What message do you have for Saggy, for those that this is their reading? You deserve so much. Okay, Spirit, I got you. They're just telling me to look at these cards and then look at my wisdom oracle and then to bring my eyes back. So I do feel they're wanting me to go over here. So we will. This is just a lot of energy, Spirit. What is a message for Sagittarius? Okay. Lioness, protection. And then we have chameleon again on the bottom, which is change. Okay, Saggy. So lioness, number 21. It's a 3 again. So this is the card about protecting you. And you know the interesting thing is I didn't put it together because I wasn't getting any messages from Spirit. But when I was prepping all these decks over here, my tarot decks, the King of Cups kept coming up. And I kept thinking, this is interesting. I wonder why the King of Cups is showing up in all my decks. Now, King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, I usually read it as Cancer. It doesn't have to be. But that is the energy more of protection of, you can think father figure if you want to. It doesn't have to be that. But of the masculine side of the watery, emotional feelings that we have in our relationships. And it's more of that protective energy. Loving, caring, kind, but protective. So I'm wondering if this is connected to this reading. It feels like it right now because the lioness is all about protection and protecting you and your heart, right? Protecting what matters to you. So here is the message that I feel the Spirit is saying. It is time for you to let go of what is no longer worthy in your life, that is no longer there's no more lessons to learn. There's no more lessons to learn from this. Carrying it and keeping it active is just, it's a waste of your energy and your time because there's this newness that wants to come in. And it will bring a beautiful, beautiful change. I mean, as I said, we've got the chameleon, which is number 33. So right now we have 2 cards that we've got 3 3s showing up with these 2 cards. Sag, I'm just going to have a sip of water. Sometimes when I'm channeling, I really get thirsty. Okay. So there's a massive change that will happen in your life if that is so what you want. And I do feel it will bring so much gorgeousness into your life. But from now on, you will be more protective of you. Not jaded, not paranoid, but more protecting you. If that makes sense. Okay, I do feel they want me to go over to my wisdom oracle deck. So Sag, give me a second here. Oh my goodness, okay. Sagittarius. We have never-ending story on the bottom. It's number 37 again. There's that 10. There's that magician. This is wild. Holy cow. Because we have right here, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but this is a, every time I get this card, I never remember whatever. It's a sand. I can't remember. You'll see it. It's where you run the sand through, right? I can't remember what it's called. But look at right here. There is this glass ball, and in it is a heart, and on that heart it has yes, no way, I can't, this is blowing me away, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, and then written in here is love. and it's got like a little arrow that you would hit and see where it lands. Wow, that's like that daisy. See, like that's kind of like, sometimes it blows me away too when they're giving me a message, I'm still human, it still hits me that way. So that is why I was getting that daisy. The daisy, love me, yes, love me not, whatever it was. Something that keeps going round and round, Sag. That's what Never Ending Story is. It's about something that you have not been able to put down, that you have not been able to take and put down and leave. You have not been able to cut those bricks off. And you know what follows that? Treasure Island, number 9. That adds up to, that is a derivative of 3. You have 3 here, then you have 33 here. So 3 plus 3 plus 3 is 9. You see what they're saying? If you can release this, if you can free yourself from what has been holding you back, whether that is just mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and for some of you physically, it will bring you to a place where you're going to get your treasures. You're going to get the treasure island. You're going to get that stability. You're going to get the happiness. Wow. Okay, let's see what's going to come out. I'm just still kind of blown away from this Never Ending Story because that's exactly the same message of the daisy for me. Okay, let's get into it. Thank you, Spirit. Wow. Thank you so much for guiding me in this reading for Saggy. And you can see these colors match kind of these 2 colors, right? That's where they were drawing me to. Interesting. Okay, Spirit, is there anything you have out of my Wisdom Oracle for Sag that you would like them to know? Anything? Or was it what was on the bottom? I suspect not. Okay, we're going to go 3 times. 1. Ooh! Wow. Okay, I was wrong. The cards are flying out today, babes. All right, bottom of the deck, we have community. So this is number 8. 8s for me are about your life path. This is like to do with where you're at, what you've been dealing with, what you've been going through. The community, right? This is a card of, it makes me feel of like people around you that can help you, that can guide you, that can support you, reaching out and getting help if you need to release whatever this is, can indicate going for counseling, going to, you know, the whole thing about like community, when community comes together, right? You know, it's a beautiful energy that you're not alone and that there are others that have gone through similar things that you have gone through. And if you can reach out even here, right? Like this is a perfect example of community. I look at it as if we're a family, because we are, and we're here to support one another, right? In this big world, right? So that's what the community is about. So if this is making sense to you and you need some extra support, reach out to all of us here and let's talk about it and let's help each other and support one another. So pretty strong card here, community. We then have the 2 cards that came out. Wow, man. We have Regeneration and No Place Like Home. This Regeneration has been coming out for you guys quite a bit, so it's a pretty big deal. So there's a regeneration, there is an explosion, if you want to say, that needs to happen. I'm just going to move this over so I have a little bit more room here. That actually needs to really happen. It's like the Tower, but this is a bit more controlled a little bit. So this is about letting things out, releasing, if you think of that, you know, volcanoes, they kind of explode, don't they? Releasing it, allowing it out so that you can begin again. Begin again at a place where it feels no place like home. This is one of my favorite cards. I love the energy from it. It feels safe. It feels secure. It feels so loving. It feels abundant. It's beautiful light coming from that house. It feels cozy. You know, taking you to a place where you should be and where you probably should have always felt. But life is like that, right? We go through a lot of ups and downs. The downtime can be very hard, but this card, it's number 50. It again is representing change that is coming in. Beautiful. Beautiful energy, Sag. This is a really beautiful message from Spirit of, again, whatever's happened, whatever things you've gone through, whatever things you may still be going through. There's so much more And in order for us to have more, we have to release what no longer serves us, what is our baggage. We've got to let go of it. And then moving forward, keep yourself protected. Okay, I don't even know which deck they want me to go right now. I'm just going to take a breath because there's a lot of energy that I am feeling here. All right, Spirit, which deck would you like to go to for Sagittarius? Animal deck. Okay. Well, okay, we have the Temperance card on the bottom. Wow, this is your card, Sag. So whenever your card comes out in a reading, specifically when it's on the bottom, especially I should say, this really tells me it's meant for you. You know, the Temperance card is a gorgeous card of patience, of really, you know, trying to keep yourself as centered as you can, even if there's shit going on all around you, right? Temperance. It's a very graceful card. So this showing up is just clarifying to me that this is meant for someone out there. Again, it's not going to be for everyone, but I'm telling you, the next card, we've got the Six of Swords. Holy cow, man. Even when this card came out, it almost, I kind of jumped back a little bit. The energy in this reading is very intense, very, very intense. Okay, so Spirit, can you take a little bit of that energy off of me so it's just a little bit lighter for me to receive your messages? Thank you. So Six of Swords, moving away from the pain, releasing, freeing yourself from that, and heading towards that rainbow. And Sag, I mean, look at the Three of Swords next is just telling me what you have been going through, what you have been carrying. There's heartbreak here. There's major heartbreak. There is, you might not feel it, okay? Thank you, Spirit, because you're bringing me back to awakening your empathy. You know, when we've been really hurt, from a lover, from a parent, from a sibling, from, you know, someone that's supposed to be major in our life. When we get that scarred, we get that hurt, we can, okay, thank you. They're giving me the word callus. A callus starts to build up on this wound. And so the wound is still there. It's not healed, but the callus starts to protect the wound. And it starts to get thicker and thicker and thicker to the point where when you think about the pain, you may not feel sadness, you might not feel hurt, but you will probably feel angry and a little bit of rage even. And that rage is just kind of band-aiding the pain. So this is a message about, you know, taking the band-aid off and getting rid of the callus and allowing that pain to have air so it can actually really heal properly this time, so that you can move on. Wow. Okay, let's see what Spirit has. Sag, I am sending you the biggest, biggest, biggest healing vibration in a bubble. Receive it if you can or you'd like to. Allow this to be the start of a new journey for you. All right, thank you, Spirit. All right, what do you have for Sag? Is there anything in this deck that you would like Saggy to know? I almost feel like that was a message, Sag. I'm going to go 3 more times. 1, 2, 3. Oh my goodness, beautiful. The Knight of Cups on the bottom, followed by the Six of Wands. Wow. So the Knight of Cups in this reading is, for me, what I'm feeling is that they're saying it's okay to be vulnerable again. Vulnerable in the way of, you know, a lot of people think vulnerability is a weakness. It isn't. It's a strength. Just like crying and shedding the tears is not a weakness. It is strength. It takes courage. It takes bravery to be able to tap in and allow yourself to feel what you need to feel. So this Son of Cups is saying, open yourself up again. You know, open yourself up again. Life is quite short, and to allow others the pain that they may have caused to have that kind of influence over us as we move on each day is a very unfair thing to do to ourselves, because there are beautiful people out there and there are beautiful experiences that are just waiting to have. And waiting there for you. But it's not going to come to you if we stay closed off. So, and again, like I said, the Six of Wands is next. the butterfly, the beautiful butterfly, being freed, being freed. Okay, Saggy. Wow. I want to see what time it is. How long we've been doing this? I can't even see my clock. 30 minutes. Wow, that's a lot of energy. You know, Sag, I feel like this is where they want me to leave it. It's a contemplative reading. I'm going to go into my moonology message and see if there's something there. This is the message. I don't feel anything else is going to come out of the tarot, because this is a message. It's like it's a pep talk here from maybe the King of Cups energy of freeing yourself and taking your power back so that you can free yourself, and walk into a new era of happiness and joy and freedom. They keep giving me that word. Okay, that's what we're going to do. This is a different reading, Sag, but the message, I think, is being delivered. Yeah, okay, they want me to... Hold on a second. The cherry. Live an extraordinary life. It is number 9. They just drew my eyes to this as well. So, again, another 9 here. 9s for me, Saggy, are like, you know, basically the completion, right? 10s can be the completion in tarot as well. 9s I do read as you're almost finished this journey, this cycle. So, you know, there's something about a big reward waiting for you. Wow, okay. Now, oh my goodness. On the bottom, what do we have? We have blood, moon, courage. Didn't I just say that about crying, about being vulnerable in that way? Allow yourself to have the courage to face the pain, to release the pain, have the conversations if you need to have them. Write the stuff down, burn it, release it. Make these changes and allow yourself to release, because this is going to reward you with abundance. You have the abundance card. So we had the gold, right, which was about abundance. We had the dolphin, happiness. What was the other one? We had the prosperity card, and then we have we had the treasure. What did we have? Treasure Island. Yes. Okay. So do you see what the message is here? It is about being courageous to release. You'll feel so much lighter. You'll feel so much lighter, and then what will follow is abundance. So blood moon and the domicile moon. Okay. Let's see if Spirit has any final message for you, Saggy. Is there anything else you would like Saggy to know before we close this reading off, of Spirit? Getting very confused right here with my words. Okay. Wow. Got 2 here. Slow it down and go for it. And on the bottom we have avoid drama. Okay. So slow it down. I'm just going to move this over here so I have a little bit more room. Slow it down is the moonstone. It's like the stone I have on my finger. If you can see it, I don't know if you can see it. It's beautiful colors. Let me see if I can show it to you. There's this beautiful, it's probably not going to pick it up. There's this beautiful bluish color in there. Okay, you're not going to see it. But anyways, that's what this is. It's moonstone. Slowing it down so that you can actually acknowledge what you've gone through, how you feel, how what has happened has made you feel, how have you carried it. It is about releasing and healing that. It is followed then by reach for the moon, go for it, which is telling you, let it go. Let this change come into your world. You won't regret it. You won't regret it at all. So go for it. And on the bottom of the deck, we do have avoid drama, moon madness. So again, you know, this is Spirit's way of saying, you know, don't blow your gasket kind of thing. Stay in your beautiful grace and in your integrity, Sag. But again, there is a need for you to release, let go, and free yourself from whatever this has been, whatever pain this has been for however long, and allow yourself to open up to the empathy of yourself. But also that side note is, again, no one is perfect here. And yes, there are people that will go out there and purposely hurt others because usually they're hurt. No excuse for it, but that is usually how it is. And so it is really about just releasing it. Just avoid the drama, okay? Like, don't try not to have some big ass blow up, is what I would say. All right, Saggy, this is a different reading. I do hope it helped in some way for those of you that this resonated with you. Again, I don't think it's going to resonate with everyone, but nevertheless, that's the message Spirit had for you. So Saggy, with that, I'm going to send you so much love. I can't even believe that we don't have a tarot card out here. But, you know, that's how it is. Spirit's keeping it mixed, going in a different way, I guess. So Saggy, I love you. Think about this message. If it resonates with you, I would encourage you, my love, to take the steps to release what you need to. With that, Saggy, I'm going to give you big, big hugs. So much love to you. So much love. We're here for each other. Let's support one another. Let's be kind to one another. This world has enough shit going on. We do not need to invoke it on each other. So I love you. I support you. And allow this change to come in for you. You deserve it, you know? All right, Saggy. So thank you. And until next time, I send you all of my love. Take great, great, great care of yourself. All right, Sag.